bringing you the latest from Utah State University's Uintah Basin Regional Campus. This is Aggie Update. Now, here's your host, Bob Peterson.
Welcome to Aggie Update, a new series on VTV highlighting USU-Uintah Basin. I'm Bob Peterson, Director of Student Services. Today's show will be particularly interesting to the high school students and to their parents. We'll talk about the Concurrent Enrollment program, where you can get high school credit and college credit at the same time with the same class. Joining me now is Josh Hunter, who supervises the concurrent program here at USU in the Uintah Basin. Josh, nice to have you here.
It's great to be here, Bob. Thanks for inviting me.
You know, Josh, I guess the first question is, for a lot of our listeners, is what is concurrent enrollment? We try to get the word out as much as we can to the parents and students, but could you define it for us, please?
Sure can. Concurrent enrollment is an opportunity for our junior and senior class members to take college credit while they're in high school, and it's a dual credit. They earn college credit at the same time as getting high school credit. They're able to take our general education courses such as math, English, creative arts, humanities. There are some requirements that students need to meet, and those requirements include a 3.0 minimum high school GPA. And then the students visit with their high school counselors. We have schedules that are there for them. We're currently on a trimester schedule, and those students would set up those times with their high school counselors, take the classes from our USU faculty, and earn college credit at the same time as satisfying high school credit.
You know, one of the features here in the Uintah Basin is we have a lot of students attending the program because of the benefits we'll talk about later. But very popular, yet so many haven't heard about it. They
haven't heard about it, and actually our main focus with concurrent enrollment is our 5 local high schools: Uintah, Union, Altamont, Tabiona, and Duchesne. And we try to cater to those programs by offering all these general education courses, these opportunities to complete these college credit or college courses while they're in high school. And we offer nearly 45 to 50 credits students can complete while they're in high school. College credit while they're in high school.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal, big deal.
And you know, it's really a big deal for the state of Utah. The program came out a few years ago, and so there are participating high schools all around the state. But as we said, probably these 2 high schools, the 5 high schools here, participate probably in more than any other place in the state.
Yeah, they do. In fact,
hundreds of students here.
Hundreds of students. Uintah and Union are one of the largest schools in the state for participation of concurrent enrollment and associate degree graduates. USU-Uintah Basin also does the courses over what's called the IVC system, Interactive Video Conferencing System, and allows our students throughout the state to participate. So we do have Kanab, North Summit, Morgan High School that participate in the classes as well too.
You know, there's been a lot of changes with the budget, with the times we're living in right now. Has there been any significant changes in the concurrent program?
Not big significant changes for our program per se. Our program is focused on students completing their general education in high school, basically their freshman year. And there have been some classes that have been removed from the approved list, and the approved list is provided by the Utah State Office of Education. And so we have to go through those folks to get the classes approved. There have been some that have been eliminated, but again, I just want to stress to our students and parents, because I get a lot of phone calls about those questions, because they read in the paper and they see things maybe happening. But here locally, for our students here, they can get, again, nearly 50 college credits done before they graduate from high school. Then graduate from high school as a sophomore in college.
Josh, is it something that every high school student is going to be a part of?
Not every high school student. There are specific requirements they have to meet, and the reason is because these are college classes. These classes will follow them forever as far as their GPA and their grades, and so it impacts scholarships, it impacts admissions, it impacts opportunities to pursue different degrees. And so we look to make sure that students have a certain maturity level, a certain GPA in the high school level, and they will, again, their first step is to visit with their high school counselor. A high school counselor has these criteria. They can sit down with them and they can say, yeah, we feel comfortable with you participating in these college classes.
You know, a lot of times, I guess one of the messages we'd like to probably relay to the parents and students as well as for our high school students. There's a time to enjoy high school, and they're in high school, and so we want to, again, mention to them, enjoy your high school experience. But if you can take a concurrent enrollment class, do so. It might be 1, it might be 2, it might be some cases 20 in the times that you're in the years that you're in high school. But again, I think parents and students need to come together, and parents and their children come together and decide what's most appropriate for them, when to take them, and how many, and if they're ready. Yeah,
I agree. It's a partnership. It's between us as Utah State University, the high school counselors, the parents, the students, and it's a partnership. And because we're asking 16, 17, 18-year-old kids to take a big leap in regards to this responsibility. And again, these are college classes taught by college faculty. They're there, and there is an inherent responsibility. Once you step into that classroom, you're considered a college student.
Good. When we return from the break, you'll hear about how much money you can save when your student enrolls in a USU course while they're still in high school. So stay tuned. Let's take a look now at Aggie announcements. Welcome back to Aggie Update. We're talking about the Concurrent Enrollment Program available through Utah State University, Uintah Basin Regional Campus. You know, Josh, there's a lot of advantages for this program. And, you know, one being that of cost savings. And we talk about parents' involvement here. That's where the parents really take an interest because of the amount of money it saves their kids for their college education.
Yeah, the benefits, you've already mentioned one of the benefits is that the opportunity to earn college credit while you're in high school. The other major benefit is the cost savings. Concurrent enrollment to tuition and fees are waived for these students. To give you an idea of how much money that is for a 3-credit course, for English 1010 3-credit course, $840 what a student would be saving. Now, students are still responsible for their textbooks, but that's a pretty good trade-off when you get tuition and fees waived. There's a number of other benefits besides the cost savings as well too. And those benefits include the opportunity to take classes in a friendly environment. They're taking classes with their friends in a small classroom setting right there at Uintah High School or Duchesne High School or Altamont High School. And so it's able to instill confidence in the student as well too, is where if you go on the main campus, and you've experienced this, I've experienced this, you're in a big lecture hall, 400 students, you can't even see the professor. Here, very one-on-one, students are able to do well, feel comfortable in the setting, so that's another benefit as well too. And finally, one of the other major benefits I want to discuss is the transferability of credit. I've heard this talked about a lot from students. They'll come up and visit with me and says, well, I'm taking these USU classes, but they won't transfer. No, that's not the case. These classes will transfer to all state institutions, including BYU and Westminster, and nearly 500 out-of-state institutions. And so I just want to stress that point that these are Utah State University classes. Students are getting Utah State University credit from a faculty member from Utah State.
Yeah. One of the other things I was thinking of, Josh, while you were talking is also the tremendous faculty that we have here. We have 25 full-time faculty members, and unlike other areas of the state where oftentimes the concurrent enrollment program exists, they're taking classes from their high school instructors. We do that here too, but sparingly. Most of our full-time faculty are teaching them. So the same ones that are teaching on campus throughout the system, they're teaching the high school students. So again, it gives them that great segue from our local campus here, perhaps to University of Utah or North Carolina, wherever they may be going. So it's a great segue that way for the students.
It is, and I just echo what you had to say there, that these are doctorate level faculty. These are faculty members that have taught our traditional students. They're teaching master's degree level classes, they're teaching doctorate degree level classes, and so you do get that experience, whereas our program is unique in that sense. Most other state programs, they use high school faculty members, and we do have some great high school faculty members here that do teach for us. Kay Baker at Uintah High School, Don Busenbark at Union High School, but majority of classes are from our Utah State University full-time faculty.
Yeah. Our high schools do a tremendous job here locally in the Uintah Basin, and we love just the partnering of our education with them to offer to students who may need, maybe particularly in their senior year, they just need some other classes to fill some of their time, and that works particularly well, I think, for the seniors. Juniors and seniors, you mentioned, are eligible for that. I think students, would you advise, Josh, that students probably first work with their parents as well as the counselors in determining, you know, what course of study they should take as far as when to come into the program, how many to take during a given trimester or semester? Would that be your first suggestion?
Yep, first step, visit with your high school counselors. They have our schedules, they have my contact information. They can tell you about the requirements we're specifically looking for these students to participate in these college classes. They always can feel free to contact me as well too. I'm in Roosevelt, my office is in Roosevelt. But yeah, we have great partnerships with our local high school counselors. They know the program backwards and forwards, and that's Exactly. Very first thing I would ask them to do.
The concurrent enrollment program at Utah State University, Uintah Basin, alive and well. Josh Hunter, who supervises that program here with our school, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for letting me be here.
For more information about today's topic, please visit us on our website at uintahbasin.usu.edu, and or just simply give us a call. Love to talk to you. Thank you.